the last election, the opposition said, beware of an opposition wipeout. Please save us, otherwise there will be a wipeout. Actually, there is no chance of that happening at all. There have been opposition MPs in Parliament continuously ever since 1981. And with the NCMP scheme, we are guaranteed of at least 12 opposition MPs in Parliament. The opposition in Singapore is here to stay. In fact, given the desire for more opposition voices, the bigger risk we face is the loss of a stable and strong and good government. The opposition themselves admit that they are far from ready to form the government. They say that partly because they know that Singaporeans will not support them if they openly declare their intention to govern. So they are very quick to assure Singaporeans, don't worry, you can vote for us. We only want to oppose, we don't want to form the government. But if more and more voters are persuaded by this argument and they vote for the opposition, you can be sure that what is now the opposition will soon be the government. The opposition today will be the government tomorrow. And it does not require a large swing in votes. We saw in the last election how many GRCs and SMCs were closely contested. A modest swing in popular votes against the PAP can lead to very different electoral outcomes. We are talking very possibly the loss of another 3 or 4 GRCs. That means we lose another 4 or 5 ministers or a quarter of the cabinet. We will end up with a much weaker government, with far less ability to solve the problems facing our people and our country at a time when the world is becoming more uncertain and troubled. So, comrades, the stakes in the next election are high. Please don't think it is guaranteed that the PAP will win and form a stable government. We have to work hard for every vote. And that means all of us in the party, together with our brothers and sisters in the labor movement, all of us working hard. Remember, election outcomes are shaped not just by national policies. It's also what we do on the ground that matters. So all of us, our branch chairs, our activists on the ground, we must do our part to build close relationships with residents, to forge close bonds with them, to solve their problems, and to improve their lives and their living environment. These things matter, especially in a tight contest. And we know from the last election, and more so in the next election, there are no longer any safe seats. All seats will be contested, and there will be a few that are fiercely contested. So every resident, every vote counts, and all our efforts matter. We all have to chip in, do our part to earn the confidence and trust of Singaporeans, to win the mandate to govern, and ultimately to serve our fellow Singaporeans.